Hey viewers and viewresses, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to Return to Castle Wolfenstein. This is another little multiplayer map that I'm going to be looking at today. I've been on a bit of a roll with these lately, so of course in the last episode I looked at Ardennes Blitzkrieg, before that I looked at the Foo Fighter one, and I looked at about 3 others before that as well. It's funny because I actually recorded those with the intention that, I might not immediately release them. They might just be, filler content in case I was ever between single player add-ons, but I seem to be going through quite a few of these at the moment, just because I've been a bit pressed for recording time, so yeah, that's why I've been uploading them. But we're doing another multiplayer map, of course, and this one's actually one that's been requested that I do a spotlight on. I can't remember the name of the person who requested it now, which is slightly embarrassing, but this is a Market Garden, this one, so immediately, by the name I can tell this one's based on real-life World War II events, the actual Operation Market Garden. Overview. The Allies must prevent the Axis from blowing up the bridge so their troops can cross the river. The Axis must try and destroy the Allied command centre situated just outside the city walls to disrupt the Allied advance. Okay, so it seems almost like both sides actually here have their own objectives. So objective 1, defuse the detonator in the water tower, capture the forward deployment area, and defend the Allied command centre. Well, so I'm guessing the Allies are basically the ones who are, pretty much on the offensive here. Let's just take a quick look at these Axis objectives. Yeah, they're pretty much defending that. They capture the forward deployment area, destroy the Allied command centre. Okay, interesting. So we'll play as Allies. Of course, we'll be our engineer as usual, in case there's anything we need to blow up. Such as, for example, well, actually, I don't know if there is anything that needs blowing up, is there? Okay, looking at the timer there, we're on 18 minutes 24 at the moment, so I'm guessing this map in total is about 19 or 20 minutes. So, ooh, hello. Big posters on the wall there. Workers join BT Open World. Fixing online. Okay, these are not historical posters, these are modern posters, clearly. Okay, let's get exploring, and as usual, we'll do some, tactical analysis. Okay, so, initial Allied spawn sort of area here, but there's actually 2 ways of going out. I'm going to take a look down this route and see what the deal is. It takes us up to a staircase indoors. City wall passage. Okay, so we're in the city walls here, apparently. Oh, hello. Oh, wow. Okay. Big sort of open environment out here. Interesting. So this takes you out. It says up in the top right there, Wolf players at City Wall Passage SO, so south maybe? Is that what I take that to mean? Okay. There's a truck crashing through this wall here. Invisible barrier, we can't go over there, of course. We've got a bigger mansion over here. Ah, this must be the Allied Command Centre. Yes, it is. It says up there. Okay, so this is what the Allies would want to ideally defend, whilst at the same time going on the offensive to find this detonator. Can I go in the mansion? I don't think I can I? No, not by the looks of it. Okay. So, fairly straightforward so far. Nothing really in this mansion, so defend this. So there is literally actually only one way to access this command centre, and that's through this gate here, so you get a few Allied troops sort of positioned around this courtyard, this garden area. You could probably hold it down fairly well. So, I mean, what I'm thinking here, just, tactically off the top of my head, is if the Allies had maybe some machine gunners sort of positioned here, so that they can, get a good sweep. Because that's the thing, an Axis trooper, or a player rather, entering this garden has to approach it from this angle and turn round. So that's interesting. Can you actually shoot through the gate, though? Yes, you can. Okay, so an Axis attacker could actually just strafe like this and open fire on that. Right. So probably actually your Allied troops rather, will probably want to sort of crouch along the sides here, so it's, harder for an Axis team coming straight in to open fire, whilst they can just fire straight back on them. Interesting. You could also get maybe a flamethrower trooper here as well, just cooking every Axis player as they come through. This section of the garden does kind of elevate next to this tree. Can I climb up that? No. So, an Allied trooper could sort of jump and shoot like this, maybe, perhaps. Possibly. But an Axis attacker, now that I think about it, if the Axis were wanting to storm this area, what they potentially could do is get a field ops to maybe throw down an airstrike or an artillery barrage in there, to maybe clear it out of any Allied soldiers, smoke them out of their positions, and then go in. That could be an option for them. Obviously you can always lob the grenades over the walls, of course, like so, which is an option. But, yeah. So, fairly straightforward defence. I'm just thinking, you could get an allied soldier. Well, I was going to say you could potentially get an allied soldier on that platform, but having said that, there's no actual way up to that, is there? Unless you can do some fancy parkour somehow, but I don't really see any way to get up there. Because the thing is, this door doesn't open, there's nothing inside this building. Okay, that's enough here, looking at this sort of garden area. Let's keep exploring and see what else is going on. So like I say, we've got some big open spaces here, and also allies have got a machine gun nest, which is interestingly positioned. It's got quite a wide sort of field of fire, this thing, particularly in this direction towards this gate, which I'm guessing is where the Axis troops are going to be coming out of, assuming that, you know, the Axis troops decide they want to actually attack the Allied command post. Okay, so a couple of entrances. Okay, right, so both of these entrances actually just loop around. Mansion Gatehouse, okay, yeah. So then you come out here, and this is another big sort of wide open space. So an Allied advance into this area would be probably met with quite heavy German resistance. There's another machine gun nest here, though. So if the Allies were to move quickly enough, they could get this area sort of under lockdown, maybe? Interesting. So it's sort of very much a kind of big urban combat environment, this. I'm guessing a lot of these doors on the buildings here don't actually open, by the looks of it. They don't, at least. What's around here? The thing is, we've got this canal right in the middle. And one thing I will say here, the map maker's clearly got the sort of European aesthetic kind of nailed down. Sort of, you know, Netherlands, Dutch aesthetic. Okay, so canal's quite deep. Or well, at least the walls on the sides are quite deep. I don't know if the water's actually that deep. I mean, there is a way down by the looks of it, is there? Was there a way down? Yeah, there's a staircase over here. Let's have a quick look at this. So we go down, how deep actually is this? Okay, yeah, fairly deep. And it's quite a long canal as well. So you could swim down here if you wanted. There's a sewer entrance here. It looks like it just goes on. There's another staircase that leads up out on that side. Is there a staircase going out on the right there? Or is that just me? What the? Just hear the voice then. Hang on a minute. No way, there can't be an NPC on a multiplayer map, can there? Is that possible? Can that be done? Or is that just scripted dialogue? It might just be scripted dialogue that plays when you get close to it. Wait. It's coming out from this building, but... No, that's just got to be scripted dialogue, right? Can't be anything else. Okay, let's keep exploring. So, we've got the canal down here. Obviously, this sort of urban area has two approaches. You can go across the bridge and you can come down this side, or you can come down this side, which is, you know, potentially going to offer both sides. I mean, the thing is, looking at it from a tactical point of view, it does make things a bit more difficult for a defending team if you've got enemies coming down both sides. But obviously you've got the machine gun there, so if you're an allied player you can get that, and hopefully that gives you a fairly wide field of fire with which to just hold this area down. I mean, the thing is, how far can it sort of go over? Okay, it can go quite far over, so you can target anyone coming down here, and of course you can target anyone coming from over there or from over there. And you can, you know, sort of target anyone wandering along this side up to that kind of point, which is quite a wide sort of field again. So, interesting, right. Yeah. And I imagine, you know, you could use this here as sort of cover from airstrikes and artillery barrages, if absolutely necessary. At least from being directly hit by those. Where does this go? Right, we're on the North Canal path here. Oh, what's this here? Oh, hello. It's the Allied spawn point. Okay. Right, so this direction just takes you straight out into the action. That's interesting. So, potentially from the get-go, an Allied team might have to divide its force. Maybe just a little. Thing is, the mansion courtyard is not too big, and like I say, it only has one entrance, so potentially you wouldn't need many players to be able to defend that. The majority of the Allied players could probably head out this way and get straight into the action, heading presumably straight for the Axis position to get to this water detonator, bomb charge, whatever it is. Where's this forward yard, though? Can I get over there? Oh, I can get over here. Canal Bridge houses. This looks like a secret back route here. comes out over here. Oh gosh. So we've got a bit of a split level here split level area going on here as well. There's lots of different routes, or rather at least a couple, that different teams can take. And they do sort of all interconnect. We'll have to go and explore up in that direction in a bit, just to see what's actually up there. Anything down here? Looks like it. Oh no, it's just a dead end. Okay, never mind. So then you go around and up here. What's the deal in this direction? Does this just lead out onto the split level mezzanine or whatever it is? Okay, it leads out here, and there's routes off down there, and also I've got a ruined building up here as well. Okay, this here looks like a potential defensive position, which you could fire down on an advancing enemy from. So potential choke right there. So basically, it kind of really looks like a lot of these areas just sort of interconnect with each other. Having said that, there's a back route here as well. What's the deal with this? North alleyways. Where does this come out? God, we're in a completely different area here. Huh. This is a very open courtyard. I wonder if this is the Axis spawn point. I won't be surprised if it is. It's got some interesting posters over there. That one which we've seen before. Games Domain, Feel the Kindness. Atlantic Wall. Games is-een Domain. Is-een. Is-een? Guessing that's Dutch, right? Is it? Jim van der Kolk. You're my go-to Dutch expert. If that's Dutch, what does it say? Is-een. Okay, so where are we coming out here? North Courtyard Pass. Oh god, where are we now? This is quite a big map. There's another courtyard down here. Okay, we'll go and explore in that direction in a bit. But first, it just goes round there. Where does this lead? Does this lead back to the main canal area? Potentially. Damn, feels like there's a lot of... Oh god, this looks different. Got a half track. Oh, hello. I see this in the City Wall Archway. Was that on the limbo menu for the objectives? Objective 2? No, it's a different area. Got a lot of ruined buildings here. Ones that you can go into. This one's got an upstairs. There's plenty of defensive positions, including another machine gun nest up here, which covers that section of the street. Okay, interesting. God, this map is huge. There's a lot to it. Okay. Right, and that looks like the sewer access. Okay, so this probably leads back to the main canal area. Ow. Just hurt my character. Let's actually have a look around here. It's freaking shelves. We're in some kind of... we're in a bunker. Yeah, east sewer entrance. Okay. Alright, east sewer entrance. This is a different... we're back here. Okay, yes. West sewer entrance. I see. Yeah, we are back here in the main canal area. So this leads you out into another area of the city. Very interesting. Okay, so allies could come down here, I'm guessing. Come up here. Out into this area. So where does this loop back to? Is that the deployment area here? It looks like it. Oh, hang on. Hello. Okay, so the Allies can capture the deployment area there, so can the Axis though. So I'm guessing this kind of resets spawn position. Is that what that does? And yeah, we're now here. Where is here? Oh, it's this area, the mezzanine level. Okay, so it all loops around and interconnects. That shelling sound in the background is quite loud. Oh, can you go up there? Looks like you can go into the shell building. Yeah, you can see. So again, another defensive position up here. Right. Interesting. This goes down, around in this direction. How peculiar. Okay, now we're back here in this urban district, South Shell Street. That's what it's called. So we continue on in this direction. There's another... God, Jesus, another alleyway over here. There's so many alleys in this level. Ah, does this take us back out into this area? It looks like it does. We've been this way, haven't we? Yeah. We're back here. Okay, right. Where the hell does this go? North Waterfront COU. Oh, hello, it's the bridge. Okay, so it probably all kind of interconnects. North Waterfront. So the Axis bomb position has got to be somewhere near here, hasn't it? Wow. That skybox in the background. Interesting. Okay, so this is meant to be the bridge at either Arnhem or Nijmegen, whichever one. Yeah, it's meant to be. Okay, this doesn't... Oh, no, hang on. There is a thing here. Can I get through there? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, it looks like there's not actually anything over in this direction. Was this supposed to be an alternative way out onto the waterfront? But it doesn't actually work. Never mind. There's another one here. Oh, never mind. Maybe not then. Okay. Or just there for decoration. I can't actually crouch and go through those. Okay, so that whole area down there is pointless. There's no actual reason for that. It's just aesthetic, I'm guessing. Okay, so this must all kind of interconnect back round to all those different streets. It looks like there's a bridge up onto that thing over there. Oh, okay, we've got a machine gun on the back of a half-track. The Hanomag, whatever it is, this half-track. So this is probably an Axis defensive position here, so they can cover and pretty much kill anyone coming from this side. But having said that, there is obviously another route around that way that the Allies can come as well. That makes things really potentially friggin' interesting, because it means there's so many ways to get around to the different positions that defence is going to be kind of difficult in some areas. So you've got this bell tower up here as well, which offers another sort of defensive position for a sniper or something. And you can also cover the bridge as well from here, as well as that section of the street. So if the Axis were to position maybe at least one sniper in here, they've got some good cover going on of the area. So that's the thing. My initial thought is obviously both sides in this map are having to defend something. In the Allies' case, it's the command post. In the Axis case, it's the water tower thing, which I'm guessing is that thing over there. Okay, so here's the thing. My thoughts are that all the streets in the kind of centre of the map, that's probably, you know, the battlefield if you want to take over the forward deployment position, because obviously whoever controls that probably has a more sort of forward defensive position. But obviously if you're just seeking to defend your particular objective, then probability is you'll want to look for choke points. But the thing is, this map has so many kind of back alleys that it's going to be difficult to to defend it in that way. See, this
2 minutes to get out of there, soldier. Move it.
This takes you down here under the bridge. Is this a secret way up? Oh, it's a secret way up onto the bridge, and there's another defensive position there. What else? Oh god, I'm dying on the friggin' barbed wire, which is textured a little bit weirdly. Don't know if that's a glitch on my end or something. Okay, so are there other ways up or down on this bridge? That is the question. There's more machine gun nests for defence here. Bridge roadblock. Let's keep exploring. Okay, that was like the end of the map over there. It's probably a invisible barrier, yeah, just off there. Okay, interesting. Invisible barriers off in this direction as well. We've got a little hut here that's got nothing actually in it. It's just a maintenance hut. And that loops around to that building there. Is there another way down? Let's have a look. I may have to let the round time go down. And then possibly just keep going in another round. Keep exploring. So we've obviously only got, what, 54 more seconds? Okay, so the Allies can blast through here to the, water intake tower.
Dynamite planted.
Okay, interesting. So this is obviously where the Axis are trying to defend. That's kind of interesting because the thing that the Allies are defending isn't obviously, you know, covered by a door or anything that needs to be blown down, whereas the Axis one is. Huh. That's,
30
yeah.
seconds, let's go.
So the Axis do have a slightly easier job, marginally, of defence here. Because, you know, obviously an Allied engineer needs to get close to here in order to blast their way into that. Okay, so we've taken that, got it open. And this is...
Objective taken.
Oh, we've got the bridge detonator, and that's how the Allies win. Okay. Interesting. Right. So that's how an Allied faction would win. Let's see, just quickly, where the Axis... Oh god, no, not that. I wanted to see where the Axis initially spawn. So, yeah, close there. Okay, so they initially spawn, yeah, here on the bridge. So those courtyards I was seeing before, they, you know, are nothing. They're just courtyards, pretty much. Okay, so, yeah, both sides kind of spawn very close to... Oh, no. Oh, no, is this the initial Axis spawn point? Okay, so they initially spawn in the street. Interesting. I mean, they're not too far from the bridge. This is a really interesting map, I must say. There's a lot of tactical variation and potential in this, because obviously there's so many streets, so many pathways that the two different factions could potentially take, that it kind of makes well, there's no kind of singular choke point here, I would say, other than the bridge and the gateway to the Allied command post. Those are the only two real sort of choke points, I think, on this one. Because there are so many, like I say, different routes that the Allies and the Axis can take in order to get to their objectives, that, you know, creating a more kind of forward defence would be quite difficult, I think. Especially if you had some really good players, really skilled teams. So, yeah. I mean, if you were an Axis defender, you'd probably want to get, you know, somebody in that machine gun nest there, probably a sniper in that tower, maybe someone on the half-track machine gun, and probably someone also just keeping a watch on this sort of access route here, and over this kind of road. That's the thing. What happens, incidentally, if neither side has captured the forward deployment position, and neither of them have managed to get to the objective that they're supposed to blow up or steal or whatever? So let's say the Allies haven't managed to get into the tower, but likewise the Axis haven't managed to get to the command post. What happens then? That's an interesting question. I'm guessing the Axis win, because the Allies haven't managed to remove the detonator. I'm guessing that's what would happen there. So, yeah, this is a bit of a real sort of challenging map. That's all I can really say. So, yeah, urban combat usually kind of lends itself to sort of, you know, close-range weapons, flamethrowers, grenades. But having said that, some of these streets are quite large and open, so that might not always be a good idea. Snipers, Panzerfausts, machine guns, those might be the kind of things you'd want in this map. Yes. So that's the thing. The Axis will probably need quite a few defenders around this area to keep it held down, to prevent the Axis allies even getting close. But of course, that means they're going to have to... Both sides in this one, I think, are going to have to divide their forces in order to realistically be able to win here. So the contrast, though, is that the Allies would probably only, you know, could only afford to probably leave a couple of players in the garden by the mansion, whereas the Axis would probably need to leave a fair few players around here just to keep it under lockdown, which obviously, you know, it impacts upon their ability to take the offensive. So yes. Interesting. Okay, well, tell you what, I'm going to wrap this episode up here, so hope you all enjoyed this, another little RTCW multiplayer map spotlight with me, General Red Strategist. Interesting little fact, I've been told by Mike Smith that RTCW multiplayer is actually, you know, starting to see a bit of life again. People are actually starting to come back to it. Maybe not in the same kind of numbers as, you know, was the case back in 2001, but apparently, yeah, people are starting to play this again. So, interesting. I'll definitely be doing more multiplayer map spotlights here and there from time to time, in case anyone's interested in finding some, you know, interesting maps. So, yes. If you're not doing so already, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter, links in the video description as usual. You can all go and sign up to those to stay up to date with my uploads, of course. So I hope you all enjoyed this, looking at this requested map, Market Garden. Obviously he's based upon, you know, real-life World War II events in 1944, September, the actual real-life Operation Market Garden. So yes, definitely, you know, plenty of scope here for tactical chaos and variation. So yes, if you were interested in this map and you want to go and play it, you know, go and have a look. Obviously, if anyone knows a safe download link, leave that in the video description as usual. But other than that, thank you everybody, and in the meantime, this is John Red signing off. Goodbye all. Oh, got him. Shit, get off the edge. Oh, no, go. Get out of here, get out, no, get it down. That's that monstrosity finished off. Get over there. See ya. Oh shit, no, oh fuck. I did not mean to do that. stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Yeah. Oh lord! No, 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 no! Holy crap! This area's horrible. Oh my god, I'm being shot to fucking pieces! Ah! Oh my... What the fuck? Holy shit! Holy fucking shit! Whoa! Jesus Christ! Holy shit! Fucking hell! Bloody hell, that did like 1,000,000 damage! This better not be a... Whoa! Shit! No! Oh my fucking god! How many... What?